cube and all that.
2 cards on the bottom for Kaplan. Undercity Sewer Surveil. Brazen Borrower dumped into the trash. Pass the turn.
Right. I think this made the format much cheaper. Let me tell you something. In the world where I didn't have money for room.
All right, Kaplan fetching here. Looks like we're getting life totals up. AJ Potato says, I'm excited for the Old Border Delvers coming out in Innistrad Remastered. Yeah, Innistrad Remastered due out soon. I don't know the exact release date. But I don't know. People seem excited for Innistrad Remastered. Are they healed from product fatigue? We'll see.
This deck sort of got unbanned when Psychic Frog got
Yeah, Kaplan helping out.
That was definitely stupid. Yep.
Dragon's Rage Channeler is back and better than ever. Wow, both players are going to be surveilling in this game. All right, look like an Underground Sea on the top of the deck for Mario. Yep. Fatal Push, Dragon's Rage Channeler eliminated, and then a Wasteland. Uh-oh. All right, Kaplan finds a land. Cracks a Polluted Delta. And then Delver of Secrets. Wow. Tamio. Card's a big part of the Legacy metagame now. Now a Brainstorm attempting to flip Tamio. Does Kaplan have a Daze? That's a negative. Well, early flip of Tamio into the Inquisitive Scholar could be a big problem for Kaplan. Dave Kaplan hanging out with us in the chat, pointing out music, I guess? I think Kaplan's iPod is plugged into the to the speaker at the shop, actually. Taller Eric says Dave always has Bolt. He'll be fine. All right, all right. We'll see. Lightning Bolt unlocked in January 2025 metagame, I would say. Dragon's Rage Channeler as well. Delver of Secrets getting some play now. I played against Mario at this event. Mario's deck is really cool. This deck has a nice suite of removal. Some threats that you may not expect, I guess I would say. And making use of some of the, obviously, some of the most powerful blue and black spells in the game right now. My creature-heavy Maverick deck against Mario's removal suite was, it lined up pretty badly. I got smacked around for 40 minutes. Butt says, how are we today, sir? We are doing well. Thank you for asking. Lightning Bolt knocks out Tamio. Toller Eric was right. Delver of Secrets. Well, Insect Elaboration, I should say. Plus a Lightning Bolt took out Tamio. Here's Thought Scour. Milling a Thought Scour. Milling a Tamio.
11 on the reanimate.
Kaplan taking a look at all of it.
Gain 3 again. 17 and you pay 1 life 16. So it's 16 to what? I'm at 7.
Mario now casting another Thought Scour, but targeting Kaplan this time. Mills a Bolt? Or, no, that was a Volcanic Island and a Delver, I believe? Flashed so quickly. All right, Mario fetches. I believe a Reanimate's getting cast here by Mario.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Whoops, accidentally revealed a Belfast Strix.
Pay mana to untap. It doesn't untap normally, but it also gives it a +1+. Yeah, really dumb card.
All right, a Reanimate on Tamio gets dazed, so that's not happening. And passing the turn to Kaplan. Attacking with Insect Elaboration once again.
You can't play extreme.
Delver's still very much a thing in Legacy. The gloomy folks have been saying Delver is no longer playable and the whole thing for several months now. Delver's playable. It's getting played. Here's Questing Druid. Very interesting. Well, Seek the Beast, I should say. It's getting casted as an adventure. Double Force revealed. It's not being cast as a creature.
I basically stopped playing like competitive Legacy. What's my OGS when I do?
Oh,
I don't know if I told you that. Like,
No, that's
yeah,
unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah. For police in Minneapolis, used to have
Okay, a Force of Will. Counter that, reanimate. Questing Druid on an adventure now. And a Fatal Push takes out Insectile Aberration, so no threats on Kaplan's side of the board. A Questing Druid in exile. Dragon's Rage Channeler, Force of Will is gone. I'm assuming Kaplan has Delirium, and I think that was just confirmed. So a Ponder now for Mario. Taller Eric excited for the Adventure token. Dave Kaplan, unlike a lot of you, takes this game seriously.
and forbid the Panini from using those printers.
Wasteland for Mario, but doesn't fire it off. What does that tell us?
You know, competitive like monopoly practices or whatever. Because basically, like if Coca-Cola bought Pepsi's a bot.
Found a Trop. Questing Druid deployed. It resolves. Attacking for 3, I believe, with Dragon's Rage Channeler, and that comes through.
Panini from being.
Waiting to waste a Trop, but Questing Druid already on the board. Like Confidant, the Hype Train Conductor, predicting Kaito. Good prediction. Could happen.
Places went out of business.
This deck does have Kaito. I played against Mario.
That is unfortunate. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't have Legacy Minneapolis anymore.
Bane of Nightmares. Light Confidant was absolutely right. Here it is.
When you hardcast, right?
Yeah.
Usually it's more about
Oh, sorry.
having a venue that
And it does
drop
just-
themselves and maybe community can just kind of like find new spots.
I was explaining to Dom, the
What's
interesting
this?
thing was like imagine that the store was in Times Square for a location.
Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler is stunned.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
So then like 7 people in here, 5 people in here.
How does stunned work? I guess these players didn't draft Duskmorn.
Because everybody,
So it locks it up for 2
nobody
turns.
wants to make a compromise.
Legacy players.
Collapse. I don't think none of us realized
What's stun mean? Is that from Unfinity?
Seek the
that the
Beast,
store was gonna
double
close. We're
trigger.
all like, we should find something.
Seek the Beast, double trigger, so Questing Druid, that's in play. We'll get a almost on counter. Dragon's Rage Channeler will surveil.
Like if Game Store has ceased to exist, right? Like I imagine, like some people would try to go to X.
Harry Houdini has arrived in the chat.
Very awkward.
And then
So it's a bit more like even with
Seek the Beast resolves. It reveals a Mishra's Bauble and a Wasteland. Not super exciting. Questing Druid number 2 is on an adventure. The one that's in play is a 2/2.
right, a blue, black, red, or white.
Also,
I'll play the
this is a
Wasteland.
card store that like
I'll play
does a
the
lot of other
Bauble,
things,
trigger
D&D
that.
and other games.
Okay, playing the Mishra's Bauble. Surveil. Thinking about what to do with that top card of the deck. It'll get dumped into the yard. It's a Dragon's Rage Channeler.
we just had our own scene.
Bauble you.
Mishra's Bauble. Let's take a look. Well, Kaplan takes a look. I didn't get to see it. Chili says, got to make a quick reference card for these legacy boomers. Yeah, please do that, Chili. These people are really struggling.
Cast the other Questing Druid, I'll attack.
All right, the other Questing Druid comes in. Kaido will get attacked, and will head to the graveyard. Gets knocked out by the Questing Druid. End step Mario is going to fetch. This might be an Undercity Sewer. It looks like Mario is hell-bent, facing down 3 creatures. One of them is stunned. The Dragon's Rage Channeler has 1 stun counter left. So it'll be locked down for an additional turn. But Mario's at 12. Kaplan also hellbent, I believe, but may be able to grow these questing druids and have a quick clock.
So then, so what happened was Cap was in New York for New York Fashion Week.
Brainstorm?
He just reached out to Temur saying,
Brainstorm for Mario.
make sure commercial with Cap, the new sneakers, wearing the new stuff. And then she's like, well, he's in New York. It's like, okay, let's fly to New York. So then she flew to New York. She got a designer like for clothes and all this stuff. And they went to the high school and the basketball court. But then she needed to rent the bar because the film players everywhere. And she didn't know how to do it. She just had to. So if I knew, I have to keep in my head that you're in town because it could really like really cool.
Yeah.
Mario in some trouble. Needs some removal. Bowmaster. Okay, that could eliminate at least one of the questing druids, which will happen. We'll get to a mass, which gives another blocker, I guess. Wasteland fired off on the Volk. I like that. Cut off Lightning Bolt as a possibility. Oh, Kaplan was not hellbent, it turns out. Looks like Kaplan actually has one card in hand.
My hand was trashed.
Holy shit. Yes, it's rare, but sometimes
Oh, was there a card drawn off a bauble? I may have missed that.
you need things for the player.
Yeah, Harry Houdini confirms that. I forgot about that. 2/2 questing druid. Delirious Dragon's Rage Channeler has removed its final stun counter. So it'll be unlocking next turn. Just passing the turn. Doesn't want to get double blocked by a Bowmaster and Orc Army. Tamio. Okay. Okay.
The biggest start of the rules because
Just
the whole
self-out. Oh, yeah.
because this whole thing is like very important. She has to, it's basically
Right.
Okay, there's a Tamio on the stack. It looks like Kaplan's thinking about doing something about it.
So the way that they ended up doing
Force pitching days. That'll grow the questing druid to 3/3. Surveil. Wasteland into the yard. Okay. Okay. Well, can't double block the questing druid anymore. Oof, Murktide, that's pretty good. That grows the questing druid to 4/4 now. This game is going well for Kaplan at this point.
Yeah. In this situation, Matt.
All right, Mario announces, I am dead. Scoops it up. Kaplan takes game 1. Nice game 1. What decks are tier 1? All right, players have kept their hands. Verdant Catacombs getting cracked. Mario on the play. Here's Tamio again.
Go ahead.
Tamio, no doubt a big part of the legacy metagame these days. There are, a lot of one mana cost, powerful creatures, both banned and legal, that are or would be legacy playable these days. Tamio now near the top of that list. It'd be interesting to see how, like, even if just for science we unban Ragavan for a day, how that would compare to Dragon's Rage Channeler, Delver, Tamio, and all the other one mana cost cards in the format right now, Nethergoyf even. And if it would even be as powerful as it once was. Now I feel sad. AP says, remember in 2021 when people were calling for Murktide bans, remember the fail well. Yeah, sometimes when I'm really bored, I Google, like, ban Murktide or search for it on X. And then just, like, laugh at whatever pops up.
And I'll exile.
Yeah, Dreadheart Arcanist would likely be fine now, too. Expressive Iteration, definitely.
Monster? Yes.
I definitely am, put me in the camp of people that looks at the legacy ban list and kind of thinks, what the hell are we doing? Chili calling for unban of Earthcraft. Chili on record. Put Chili on the panel. All right, some back and forth early game. No threats on the board for Kaplan, which Mario's happy about. Mario looking to play a slightly slower game. Longer the game goes, it's likely Mario will have more powerful threats. Crash on the Bayou says, finally made the live stream. Thank you for being here. How'd you find us? Was it YouTube? Was it Instagram? Was it Blue Sky? D2Ako, thank you for the resale with Prime 17 months. Legacy Hype. Thank you. Hydra Conductor Light Confidant says every panel needs an abrasive member. Wow. Wow. Beltful Strix on the board from Mario. That card is unplayable in the Bowmaster meta, right, everybody? What about Bowmaster? Mario doesn't give a crap.
I'll play this land. I will reanimate your turns.
Dragon's Rage Channeler for Kaplan. Kind of the main character of the deck in a way. Big time engine.
It's delirious.
Okay.
Yep, we do have Delirium. Mario checking that. There's an artifact, instant sorcery land in the guard. Dragon's Rage Channeler will have to attack.
Counter the cycle. And get the intercept.
And there it goes. A not great attack into a Strix, but Mario's still giving it a thought. Do we want to lose the Strix? No. Long goodbye. Okay.
Last year that I came here, there's like 3 or 4 of the same.
Yeah.
So Strix remains. Mario using the long goodbye. Aware that a Murktide could be a bigger problem. Just passing the turn. Brainstorm on end step. Not worried about a Bowmaster from Kaplan. This is on Kaplan's end step. Tapping out for it. Seek the Beast in response. So these cards will stick around until Kaplan's next end step. It's just 2 lands, though. So no disruption for Kaplan on this Brainstorm. Audrey pointing out the Strix may stick around to Ninjutsu Kaido.
More features of those last nights where it's like, oh, we only got 2, so you know, it's like just a wider. Oh,
Alpha Strix?
Like some of these people. Like, are really neat. Oh, we forgot to go. So you will search for a creature.
Kaplan going to fetch now. Gets a Volk.
He's actually right here.
Oh, and I gained 6 from the
Because like with Magic, it's just like a lot of people sometimes get purple.
Okay, Power Blast to Strix. Mario with 2 Wastelands. Gonna hit 2 Volks. Going after the black bordered. Belfast Strix attacks. No ninjutsu this time. We know about, though, a Tropin Volk sitting in exile. The 4th Volk will be gone forever, possibly.
How many cards?
It's not what it should play.
Right.
2 cards in Mario's hand.
Yep. can't pick one, have you share something. We get two different creatures.
Yeah. Can't be done. That hesitation from the camera phone. I was like, oh, maybe I should just.
That is the one thing I don't use as a
Oh, when I played carpet, I was like.
All right, fourth Volk is gone. That's worth keeping in mind. Here's Bowmaster. It could kill the Questing Druid. It does. We get to amass Baleful Strix attacks. Game 2 going a lot better for Mario. Calamity says first time catching a stream. Still new to Legacy, so I have no idea what is going on half the time. Well, welcome to the live stream. I suggest joining our Discord server if you have not already. A great resource, in my opinion, for learning the ins and outs of Legacy and other formats. And hope you enjoy.
And we're playing the more optimal version of this deck with the barbarians. Like third one,
So digging up a basic island is Kaplan now. Based on the fetches we've seen, I don't know if it's likely that Kaplan has other basics in the deck. Here's Murktide. Murktide Regent doesn't line up the best with Baleful Strix on defense. Kaplan may need a plan to remove the Strix. If this Murktide is going to swing for victory, that is. So we may run into a little bit of a stalemate here if neither player has removal. It's possible that Mario will just kill this Murktide immediately and move on. Looks like the Murktide is going to be 5/5. Kaplan trying to figure out how to maintain Delirium, it looks like.
Yeah, I think.
Or at least make Delirium easy to get once again. Okay, 6/6 Murktide, it turns out. 6/6 Murktide is in. And then a Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay.
The trigger's still gonna happen.
So I'm unclear on whether Kaplan has Delirium right now. Here is a card I really like. Abhorrent Oculus.
How is that card against
The Oculus, people, you know, like, obviously there are a lot of cards in Legacy that are 3 mana that compare to the Oculus as far as power level. But there's a chance this card isn't getting played as much as it should. Yeah, Legacy player reads standard card, exactly. And then a Manifest Dread has just happened as well. Reanimate got surveilled into the graveyard. Or whatever. Manifest Dreaded into the graveyard. So the face down card next to Abhorrent Oculus is a Manifest. Mario doesn't have the Manifest tokens, which seems like a big mistake. Petty Theft on the Oculus itself. Trigger Surveil.
I'll leave that on top.
And Ox Focus is super good too.
And then it's like, okay, there's so much graveyard hate.
Yeah, exactly. I found it that last game.
And the fight through, like, endless. This must be a
Ooh, Lightning Bolt on the Strix. This unlocks some pretty big attacks for Kaplan here. The Oculus got bounced. It doesn't look like Mario has enough cards in the graveyard to bring it back. You need to exile 6 cards from the graveyard to cast it.
Go to 9.
Attack for 9, a 2-turn clock. Mario drops to 9. Has a Manifest, a Bowmaster, and an Orc Army. Do we have enough to... Oh, Barrogoyf was the Manifest. Okay. Okay, then. We got a game.
I have 4 right here. Instant, sorcery, land,
I'm hyped.
artifact.
Yeah, so 5.
Sorry. Creature land, instant, artifact, sorcery, 5.
So 5.
Yep.
I gain 5.
The Oculus, everybody.
And then mill for 5.
They brought back the manifest mechanic?
Creature.
And I took 5.
Broken.
Oh, 7. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. 9. And then I'll put Samuel into my hand.
Tamio comes to hand and then gets played. Gets dazed, though.
I'll leave that.
Okay.
Which is what we're in right now. You're on, so I guess you're on like what? Probably 1 minute.
Yeah, we're going back to Tark here. I hope they don't bring back Morph. The Morph mechanic was such a mistake, right, everybody? For anybody new around here, the joke is every set and every mechanic was a mistake. We're explaining the joke.
Basic island.
So, Kaplan has 9 power, but our Barrowlife on the other side makes that kind of not as good.
One other card.
And an abhorrent Oculus could be on the way next turn, and it'll block the Dragon's Rage Channeler pretty nicely. Unholy Heat. What are we targeting? The Barrowlife. Okay, Barrowlife was small enough. Unholy Heat knocks it out. Well, that changes things.
I do not want to play blue copy all day.
I'm at 5.
Yeah, Mario drops to 5. The Oculus still can be played here, but the Murktide is a 6/6. Seems like Mario is going to need the Oculus to manifest something really good here that can flip for 1 mana. What could that be? Okay, put a basic island into the graveyard, manifests. The Oculus is most likely going to have to chump block.
Yeah, because you want to get every trick. I believe it's like a very small fizzle range, like just in case we can see or we're getting every single trick.
Yeah, manifesting a Tamio is a possibility. Manifest Tamio. Flip it over, have it block Murktide, kill the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Ooh, here's a second Murktide. Have you seen this card, Murktide Region, everybody? I think they banned it in Commander, actually.
Usually when not no matter a judge call,
I think they even banned it in Pioneer. Yeah, Murktide, what a mistake, yeah.
This cannot be countered, makes it so ward doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because ward reads counter that ability if they don't pay it.
I could pay the life if I wanted to.
So the trigger goes, he ignores it, but it doesn't get countered.
Sounds like I'm getting yelled at in the background. All right, so people are attacking. Fatal Push kills Dragon's Rage Channeler. The Oculus, unfortunately, chump blocks the 8/8 Murktide. 8/8 and 5/5 Murktides on Kaplan's side. A Manifest, which Mario needs to be Belful Strix or Barrogoyf or something.
it's like, well, I can still dodge it into a basic plans.
What can Mario do here? Kaplan may be hellbent now.
No, not
This Dimir deck is heavy on removal. I'm not convinced this is over yet. It looks like one of the cards in hand, though, is Undercity Sewer, which is not very exciting. Yeah, I do remember when Legacy saw a lot of Tassigers, and all right, the Manifest was a Marsh Flats. And that is the match. Kaplan gets it. GG's.